This is the view of the Ipswich railway line. That's the bridge over there. Hey, Verbal, you remember the night that Gloria sent us for a run across that railway bridge and we nearly got cleaned up by the train? Most dangerous training run I've ever been sent on. Gloria says I should have followed directions better. Wouldn't even ended up on that bridge. Alright, closing down now. I'm just filming this so you can see that the tide's still rising. As the water's coming in, you can see all the bubbles coming out of the ground. You see it surging in. It's coming towards me here. It's sort of rushing in around here and up there. So these pieces of equipment here, especially these along here, have a look at that fella. Bound to go under. Wagstaff piling. Well, should have left your keys here, mate. We could have run it up the road. And these pieces. Not very good planning considering we had all that notice about this.
Yeah, at least, you know, he's got to kind of come under the main road to take all the grunt out of it and it comes around in there. It's bad, isn't it? A bit top heavy though at the moment. A bit bow heavy.
Steve, do you want to ride in your boat?
Nah, I'm not. Oh, it's running it, is it? Roll on, Ron. Oh, you hit bottom.
That's fine, I think.
It's all the critters that you've got to watch out for.
There's snakes in there.
Snakes and centipedes and
Yeah, but
greenbacks.
that thing's good, yeah. I can see all the wax.
I asked him would he like to have a ride in the boat, Ron. Asked him would he like to ride in his boat.
Yeah, well, you want to go back? I'll come back to the
Suburbs finally lived up to his name.
Very good view. Yeah, good view. You guys, you just said
Why they say
they sense everybody's.
wheels is underwater?
He's gone now.
Come on, I'll take you for a walk. Come on.
See the redback? Sitting on top of that.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I saw a brown snake before.
Whereabouts?
Over at 6 Mile at the bridge, swimming in the water. Oh, redbacks.
Yeah,
Alive with redbacks.
is that right?
And every form of spider that you'd like to know.
That's the one. And they're only hanging on to that thing.
Spiders, spiders, spiders. Where on earth did that come from? It's alive with them. Yeah, we saw a brown snake before, swimming in the water. Okay. Kind of depressing, but nowhere near as depressing as if it was your house it was under. And that's my mate Gary's place with the boat tied up at the gate. We've just been told that it's still got to come up another, I can't remember how much they said, 1.5 meters or 2.5 I know there's a major difference, but everything's sort of a bit surreal at this time. Nothing's sort of registering. Well, the water's just entering Gary and Maria's house right now. As he's the chap standing there in the yellow t-shirt. They stayed at our place last night. Ladies just said we'll be without power until the weekend. Today's Wednesday. Power went off to this area last night at about 1 AM. Yep. Well, here we are at the Moggill Ferry. That's the Moggill Ferry in the distance over there. Sounds like a car coming. I'll just get off the road. And that's the Brisbane River, Gary. I think it is, Brisbane River. The Bremer joins just upstream from here. Not really much to see. The main flow of the river is way over past those trees over there. Probably can't see it with the camera. See if I can zoom in and get a bit of a closer. The river itself is flowing at 100 miles an hour, you know. I don't think I can pick it up with this video camera. You're just down here at the Moggill Ferry, you just notice these overhead aerials. You see them? They just disappear into the water. Can't work out quite what's going on there. Where the ferry is over there apparently is the place that you normally get on the ferry, even though they've got gates up here. This is not where the ferry comes to. There's a helicopter up there somewhere. There he is. Looks like Air Force. I only say that because he's a dark colour. This is the Tesman Street overpass just up the road from our place. That's the new motorway under construction. 6 Mile Creek is down there in the distance and it's flooded over the motorway, but have a look at the speed of this river travelling over here if I can zoom in on it. It's hard to see on this screen whether you guys can see it. It's quite incredible. It's all that greenery over there. I think that's might be corrected, but I think it's Bellberry. That's the Brisbane River through there, running at 100 miles an hour, going like a steam train, as they say. And over here, somewhere over here, is the Moggill Ferry. Moggill Ferry there. There's my mate Gary talking to a local. It's Gary's house that's gone under. And I'll go over to Gary and this other bloke and see what sort of a video I can get from there. Still at the Tesman Street overpass. Obviously the motorway is not functioning. Down where that blue crane is in the distance, that's Red Bank in the distance. This little screen, I can't see the crane. There's the crane. Now just behind that crane, that blue crane there, is where 6 Mile Creek comes in. It's just this massive expanse of water. Over the far side there, up on the hill, to the left there, it's the township of Red Bank. They're pretty right, they might get isolated, they're up on a hill. But then, if we come back, swing over to the left, the new motorway, we've got railway line down there, and right there is the river. What I want you to see is the speed that the river is travelling at.
There.
Can you see the speed of that river? It's just going like the clappers. Something floating down, so you might be able to get an idea of the speed by the flotsam and jetsam. I think that's Bellbarry in the distance. Is that Bellbarry over there, Gary?
No, Moggle.
Moggle. Oh, sorry. It's Moggle. Stand corrected. And over here's the Moggle Ferry. You can see the rubbish floating down the river in the background there. Yep. But it's a lovely fine day in Riverview. This is a view from the bridge at Tesman Street. We're not looking at the water, we're looking back over just the direction that the Brisbane City Council asphalt plant's at. Actually, if I get that, you can see that red roof house. There's a couple of power poles there. I can see, I'll zero in, I can see water in through there. In the background behind those power poles. That's where it is. Anyway, as we come around here to the left, not very often you see the Ipswich motorway like this. Not a car on it. It's because it's got water on it. Water over the road, prepare to stop.